Hi guys, Shelli, Pelly, Annie Parker Confidential. Look, it's really easy to get stuck in a rut, and some of us have been doing our makeup for a very long time. The problem is that what looks amazing on you at 25 doesn't always look amazing a few years later, and we need to make sure that we stay on top of doing what works best for us in life, whether it's makeup, beauty, health, relationships, everything. So come on back and I'm gonna share with you 10 of the most common makeup mistakes, but I'm also gonna share with you what to do instead. These are easy fixes that you can start doing today. Okay guys, you'll see on the side, I did a kind of a split screen of my face. On one side, I did all of the don'ts, and on the other side, I did all of the do's. Number one, using too thick of a foundation. We want our skin to look glowy and luminous, and the problem with thick foundation is that it actually obscures the luminosity in your skin. It also has a tendency to sink into fine lines and wrinkles that maybe you didn't even know that you had, and it just doesn't look good. The second thing, you do not have to put foundation over your entire face. You may have really nice skin and you want that to show. So try applying foundation just to the areas of your skin that you feel are discolored. You want to look for a sheer to medium foundation that has light enhancing pigments. Two of the ones that I particularly love are both by Chanel. One is the Chanel Blurring Effects. It's like a velvety foundation that blurs fine lines and pores. The second one is the Chanel Vita Lumiere. It's light, sheer, medium coverage with light pigment enhancing properties, and those are two really good options for you. If you have dry skin, foundation can tend to look patchy and discolored on your skin. Lightly exfoliate your skin 2 to 3 times a week, and just be sure to use a good moisturizer afterwards to rehydrate your skin. I particularly love and use the Neutrogena Hydro Boost. They have a regular, which is what I use. I also got the extra moisturizing one for times when my skin feels a little dry. Second, using a thick under eye concealer, especially those concealers that come almost like in a lipstick tube or one in a pot like the one that I'm demonstrating. They tend to be very thick and cakey. So yes, it'll cover any dark circles underneath your eye, but it's going to leak into those crevices and fine lines and wrinkles, and honestly, you discover new wrinkles that you didn't even know that you had. I instead love my Lancome. It is a light enhancing, slightly more liquidy product than these pot versions. A second option that's really popular that a lot of women tend to love is this Neutrogena highlighter pen. Both options use illuminating properties versus the heavy opaque coloring that comes in the lipstick tubes and the pots. So those are two good options for you. Too much powder, and I'm guilty of this too. Look, we want our skin to glow and look dewy, but not oily, and that's why a lot of us use the powders. The problem is that powders obscure and cover up the natural luminosity in your skin. If you use too much of it, especially over your cheeks and your eyes, it actually emphasizes fine lines and wrinkles around that area and can tend to look very crepey. Instead, you want to choose a very sheer translucent powder. I use the Laura Mercier, and instead of powdering your entire face, pat it lightly over your nose and your chin. If you get oily in the middle of the day, like sometimes I do too, especially in the T-zone, I love and have used for a very long time these Shiseido blotting tissues. Blot them lightly over your nose, your T-zone, and it'll absorb all of the extra oil instead of repowdering your face. Wearing black eyeliner. Look, when you're 25 years old and you want that black, smoky cat eye, it looks amazing. The fact of the matter is, black eyeliner is extremely severe and it's very harsh. Instead, opt for a dark brown. You'll see on the side that I'm trying on the black liner, and you can kind of see how harsh it is. I'm using my favorite Maybelline Tattoo Studio gel liner. It's a gel pencil. It's very smooth, very easy to blend. And the key with any makeup, you guys, but especially with eye makeup, blend, 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 blend. You want to define your eyes, but you want them to look soft and slightly diffused. I also tight line the top of my eye, which further works to enhance and define your eye without making it look like you have a ton of eyeliner on. I think that you can see it gives me a much brighter, more youthful, less severe look using liner and mascara on your lower lashes. I myself had always done this too because I loved doing the smoky eye. Yes, it can look beautiful when you're 25 years old, but as we age, it actually makes our eye look heavier, droopier, and more tired. Just look at the difference between the side that has black liner and mascara on my upper and my lower, and then look at the other side. This is what you want to do instead. You want to emphasize the upper part of your eye. I've lined my eye in this deep, beautiful chocolate brown espresso. I've tight lined it underneath, and then I just gobbed on the mascara because I love my mascara, but only on the top. It looks fresher, brighter, a little more youthful, and more open. Wearing too dark of a brow pencil. As we age, our brows fade and get lighter, and so the color that you've always worn may not work for you any longer. Instead, you want to choose a brow pencil that is 1 to 2 shades lighter than your current brow color. I always use Chanel. I love the Chanel brow pencil. I'm using Brun Profound, and it's about 1, maybe 1.5 shades lighter than my natural brow color, which as you can see is fairly dark. And look at the difference. The left side looks very severe and too dark. The right side, although I've still defined my brows, it looks much softer and much more in alignment with the rest of my face. The second thing that I always do, side note, is I always use a brow pomade or a brow gel because you want groomed, polished brows. Skipping blush. And I included this because honestly, I have a friend who, as long as I've known her, she's never worn blush. She'll do the rest of her makeup, but not blush. I don't know why, but you guys, you definitely want blush. Blush brightens and lifts your face, and it gives you a healthy, gorgeous glow when done correctly. What you're going to want to do, smile, you find the fleshiest part of your cheek, which for me is here. I've always had kind of fat cheeks, and light round brush strokes along the top of your cheekbone, up to your temples, kind of along the side, and you want the blush to go upward where you're drawing the eyes. I use this Bobbi Brown brightening brick because it is buildable color. You can always add more. It's more difficult to take it away. So I like this because I can control the color. All I want is just an ever so slight whisper of a flush. I'm wearing a lip color that is way too dark. Look, dark makes any surface look smaller. That's why we like dark denim jeans or dark slacks. It makes us look thinner. That's great in an outfit, but sometimes it's not so great on your lips. Wearing a really dark lipstick can look very aging and very severe. It tends to make your lips look thinner, smaller, and pursed. Instead, try brighter lipsticks. Think peaches, pinks, and vibrant reds. Those are going to be more flattering. A heavy, dark lip liner. Look, lip liner is really great for defining your lips and for keeping the lipstick under control so that it doesn't bleed. If you're using a color that is too dark or you're lining them too heavily, it's going to make your lips look too severe and too tight. Instead, choose a lip liner that is close to the color of your actual lip, not the lipstick. You want to line your entire lip, then here's key. Fill the lip in with the lip liner, then apply your lipstick and a little bit of a gloss. This is going to create a nice base for your lipstick. 2, it's going to help your lipstick to wear nice and evenly over the day or the evening. Finally, applying lipstick from the tube, which I am totally guilty of as well. The borders of our lips soften as we age, and so it's very easy for lipstick to blur and bleed outside of the lip line. You want to use the tip of your finger or a lip brush. I like using a lip brush because it gives me more control. I can see where the brush is going. So this does a couple things. 1, it allows me to control the color, and 2, it deposits color much more evenly across your lip. Okay guys, those are my 10 most common makeup mistakes. I'll put the links for all of the products in the video description. Of course, if you have any questions, always feel free to ask me. I love hearing from you. And for all things wellness, style, fitness, beauty, and healthy living, subscribe to my channel or visit me on the blog at eparkerconfidential.com, and I'll see you on the blog. Bye y'all.